fast before we proceed, even though I just was talking about we need to go fast. I'm gonna go ahead and make all of these.
How many of them do we have, like, finished?
I don't know. I'm gonna finish all the ones that I can because we might get valuable stuff from them that, like, we actually might need and or want at this point. Like, this one has obviously got all the parts we need. Okay, that wasn't anything too valuable. That one isn't finished. Don't have enough for that. Don't have enough for that. We won't have enough for either of these. Okay, never mind. I thought that we might be able to pull something useful from one of those, but I was mistaken.
We need gear for Goofy and Donald.
We do. We do. So I was hoping to get a drop from the shamans on the previous world for Donald, but we didn't. And I would love to take some time and grind and get, excuse me, one for Goofy that's right here, because we're also going to get a good item for him right here. I don't know if we will or not. Goofy did get a lucky from one of those last boss fights, so I'm gonna go ahead and slap that on him, and hopefully it'll improve our chances of getting that item. Because I'm not gonna do really concerted effort to get it just because of time.
Looks like there's more Heartless now.
Oh.
Let's go check in with everyone.
I think they're at Merlin's.
How do you know that, Goofy? Are you a precog?
Don't even
How do you
worry
know?
about it.
Goofy's the strongest.
Goof is freaking wild card, man.
Yeah. So I would love to go and demonstrate to you guys the incredible amount of cheating and hacking we're gonna do to abuse forms and whatnot. But I want to get a bit more distance into this first before we do that, just in case.
There's our boy.
Which boy? Scrooge McDuck?
No.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
He's gone now.
I was so close to recreating that flavor too. What, lads? Leon and his friends are in the burrow. Aye, Merlin's house. Oh, that was great. I'm sure I'm glad that I stopped and talked to him. Hold on, let me talk to this guy first.
What was that? Could you say that a little louder?
Nope.
I got a defense boost and a magic boost. Guess who's getting all of those immediately? they're under stock, my bad.
All right.
Fantastic. Can we get up here yet? Do we have a high enough jump to get there? No, okay, never mind. Whatever. Check him out. He's in his Advent Children outfit because Advent Children was in production while this game was in production.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud.
What you doing?
I'll get him. This time, we settle it. Me and the one who embodies all the darkness in me.
I thought you looked kinda different, Cloud.
If I do, it's his fault.
Whose?
Sephiroth.
I didn't think he'd come out and say it.
Okay, what's he look like?
Silver hair. Carries a long sword.
Sure. Well,
maybe the longest sword would be a more accurate characterization.
He messes with your head. Makes you think darkness is the only way.
Is something wrong?
Ooh, yay, it's my favorite voice actress, I mean character.
It's nothing. I don't want you involved.
You mean you don't want me there when you go away again?
Listen. Even if I go far away, I'll come back.
Do you mean it?
Probably not.
Yeah.
How sincere.
Don't look so sure. Well, okay. I understand. Go. Get things settled.
Huh?
No matter how far away you are, once you find your light, I'm sure it will lead you back here again. Right?
I suppose.
So I'll stay here. And I'll cheer for you.
That's all women in Kingdom Hearts can do is support their favorite men.
I'd have...
Wonder if he'll be okay.
Wow, I don't even have anything to add to that. I wish I did, but I don't.
I'm sure there's some light in him somewhere.
You're right.
I love that. So Sora says, I'm sure there's some light in him somewhere, meaning it's debatable as to whether or not there's light in Cloud. So if anyone, he should be asking if he's a Heartless or not. Also, Joey, since you've now played Final Fantasy VII, like, do you see what people are talking about when they say that, like, the characterization of all of those guys is just completely boggled ever since that game? Yeah. It's really weird. I'm gonna take this off, and what else am I gonna take off from you that you don't need? Because Lucky Lucky is more important right now. I'll put that back on in a minute, but I need him to have Lucky Lucky while we're going through here to hopefully stumble upon this item. If we get extremely lucky. This is one of the guys that drops it. This is a bookman. A bookman. I don't know what his actual name is, I just call him a bookman.
Okay.
He drops an item that I want for Goofy, if I get lucky, but he probably won't actually drop it. That's fine, though. What I really want to do, I really honestly want to go and show you guys the methods for abusing all these forms and leveling them up, but I just don't have time right now. It's honestly kind of important because we're going to, like, because that final mix drive form that we just got, there's a drive form from Vanilla Kingdom Hearts 2 that we're also going to get in, like, a matter of minutes. And it's just unfortunate because now is a great time to go and, like, power level all of the forms because we're going to get another one to reset the counter in like 5 minutes anyway. Okay. So if anybody is playing along with this, you may want to wait for like a half a second and see all of the fantastic ways you can abuse power leveling for the drive forms. But whatever, doesn't matter. Hey fellas, you're just in time. Got some good news for you, so get yourself over to Leon's.
Great.
What kind of news? Oh, we found the computer Ansem was using.
Oh?
Oh boy! Yep, should be able to get all kinds of info on the Heartless and the organization. And maybe something on the Dark Realm, too. It looks like that's where Riku and Kairi are. How do you know that? How do you know that? I'm the king!
Sure.
Go see for yourselves.
It can't hurt.
I took her line a minute ago, I apologize. That was
That's
my
why I
mistake.
didn't do it this time.
Okay. What do you mean? Nothing. Just get to the computer room through the castle postern. Watch your step. I think it was specifically because it's Yuffie and I'm like used to doing Yuffie dialogue specifically that I like just jumped on it immediately.
We're monitors of the Heartless.
Are you?
As such, we place you in charge of attacking them. Good luck.
I love Yuffie. We're here to monitor the situation. Have fun. You can get to the computer room from the postern. Watch your backs. That's not what he would have said if this was Final Fantasy VII. Watch your ass. There sure are a lot of problems lately. Just look at this strange machine in my room. It completely ruins the atmosphere. We're just mixing up the aesthetic a little bit, not Yensid. That's Merlin. That's the wrong Disney wizard.
I wish these people would stop texting me.
They all want you to go play Monster Hunter World.
Well, they did earlier, but I told them I was still over
Hey
here.
Joey, now that I'm actually playing, why don't you talk a little bit about Monster Hunter World since we've been trying to do that all night.
Oh, you didn't get that.
Oh well, it's too bad.
Don't have a whole lot to say. First off, so I went to GameStop because I pre-ordered it, and turned out my pre-order was actually, like, I ordered the physical, but the pre-order was for the digital, so I could have not just gone. Like, I could have had the code, like, way earlier.
Yeah.
And the second thing was, but I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna argue this. And then I get home, because I didn't get it the day of release, I got it the day before. They don't do midnights at GameStop anymore, but they do 9 o'clocks.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, well, I've got work in the morning, but I'll be able to make a character and whatnot. So I get home and I enter the code, and it's on a timer because it's not out yet.
Yeah,
so
because
I
it's
don't
not
get to
out
play.
yet.
Aside from that, though, it's been pretty fun so far. We've gone through about, I'd say, 8 or so hours of it, and I mean, I'm loving it. But it's one of those things, like, there's not a whole lot I can say to somebody that hasn't played Monster Hunter other than it's fun.
Sure.
I enjoyed it.
How does it compare to like the other games so far?
Better so far.
Because I mean, I know I've heard like lots of just like general improvements that they made, but like structurally, what are we looking at? Because it's like gone more open now. Like, is it actually a meaningful difference or?
Like in what sense are you talking about? Like,
Well,
are you talking about gameplay? Are you talking about the story? 'Cause
No, like
there's
the structure of the world, because it used to be like kind of zone based, and
Oh,
I heard like
okay,
let me put it
yeah.
this way, I've heard a lot of people who talked about the games as if it's like you just kind of go from this room to that room.
Yeah, okay.
And
when you would get a monster, like you'd be in your hub area, you'd get a quest for the monster, and you'd go to whatever like area
And
that
people,
it is, and
but
there's
like the
12
thing that I've heard
zones.
is essentially like people just run around the maps like in multiplayer, and like I found him over here, and there's no real like hunt aspect to it.
Yeah, I mean there is when you're playing with competent people.
Okay.
But no, it's a lot easier to find a monster this time, and like as soon as somebody finds it, you have a clear. You might as well have like a glowing chevron showing you where it is. Like they have fireflies now that you follow. It's like when somebody finds the monster, everybody's alerted to it, and you can just go to it.
Neato.
It's not structured in zones anymore, which is huge. Like there's no loading zones now. It's all just one big area, like per map. I don't know how many maps there are. There's at least 5. We've gotten to 2 of them so far. And all the maps seem a lot bigger than they were before, and a lot more vertical as well, which is nice. But I don't know. It's just like this game, as far as gameplay goes, a lot of people have been complaining that or a lot of veterans are complaining that it's a little too easy. But honestly, I think the easier difficulty comes from you can actually control your character like a normal video game now, and you're not, on handheld, because that game is not meant for the DS. That game feels pretty bad on the
That's
DS.
another one that's really weird to me that Nintendo locked that down. Like, not as weird as Shin Megami Tensei, but the fact that
about
Nintendo
that.
locked down both of those franchises for like half a decade is bizarre to me. They still have Shin Megami Tensei locked down.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's playable on the DS because we did play it, but you're suffering the whole time. It feels so much more fluid now.
Suffering.
I have like hiccups and burps combined. And it's just
That's
not-
painful. I know that
Ooh.
feeling.
It is. It's
There's
just
an
not-
episode of the first Kingdom Hearts playthrough called Jacob Dies while we're on Atlantica, and
Ooh.
I suffered through exactly that for like an episode and a half. It was
I think
not
I
pleasant.
remember that, actually.
I think I do too. Yeah.
It was Atlantica. That was a real rip-roaring adventure. That entire like Atlantica section of the first playthrough is still like just one of my favorite things we've like shot for all of this. I think the Karin anime special is now #1, but like
Yeah.
that's a good second.
But yeah, the only other thing I've got to... Oof.
Good job, Sora.
Only other thing I have to
I gotta
say
get used
about
to this again.
Monster Hunter is I've played one day of it, so I cannot give a definitive conclusion. I'm really liking what I'm saying, and a lot of the big voices of Monster Hunter have said this is their favorite one now. Like they're saying that this is definitively the best one, and I can see that. If it keeps the quality that it's got right now, then yeah, definitely.
You know what's been really interesting to me about last year and hopefully this year too?
What?
Like the sudden meteoric rise of like Japanese games back to relevance and popularity internationally. Like think about how many people played a Yakuza game last year.
Oh yeah, I still have zero knowledge on the series except for a few memes I've seen.
I know a decent amount about it, but I've never played any of it.
I know Price loves it. Like it's one of his favorite games. But yeah, no, it's weird. This year, what's coming out this year? Because the thing is, it's like last year was a massive year. Like there were so many good games that came out, and now this year's starting off with Monster Hunter and DBZ Fighters. That's not what it's called. It's called
That's another
DB
one that's going to do
Fighters.
shockingly well, probably.
Oh, it is.
It's a super hardcore fighting game that's getting all kinds of hype that I would not have expected it to get.
I want to say I don't know if it was Steam or it was a different platform, but it was like comparison numbers. It was like, maximum people online at one time for like Street Fighter was like 13,000. It's like Dragon Ball Z, like day one is 43,000. And it's like, I know I've got friends on
great.
Discord
Yikes.
that could not find matches, or they could not find lobbies because every single lobby, like the few thousand slots, every one of them were constantly full the whole time. Every lobby was completely full. Like it's nuts.
Honestly, at this point, you're probably better with this Sora than I am. Like, if we were fighting secret bosses, I'd be able to do it, but right now I'm not. Like, I keep trying to do things that I can't do.
We'll get there eventually.
I'm not like, this is my last lap trying to get this thing, and then I'm moving on.
Okay.
As much as honestly, I keep going, I really want to go and grind out those forms really fast. Like, if only so I can get high jump leveled up, because, like, I can level up Valor in a matter of minutes. And at least get that, because this feels so sluggish when he jumps has such low jumps and it's so slow. But whatever, beggars can't be choosers. Maybe I'll slip out and go and level up Valor at least once or twice in a minute here after we get to another save point.
Oof.
There it is.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh. You better go back into that room so it saves.
No, if I load this room, we're good. Let me go ahead and put it on Goofy so you can see it.
That's a big increase.
Ooh. That's why I didn't want to waste any money on any items for these guys. Let me just get past these guys really quickly. Sorry, bumped into you a little bit there. And I'm gonna go and level up at least Valor really fast, just because I want to have high jump. Even if I hand this back to you for you to play in a few minutes here, I want to have high jump. Because this feels so weird that I can't do all of the crazy acrobatics that Sora is supposed to do, and I want to at least get it one step closer.
Okay.
So we're not quite at the point where we're still grabbing those ledges to have to get up, but you can see we're like getting kind of above them now. Eventually we're gonna be able to completely clear those.
Wow.
Like, just easily. Once we get to the high enough levels, it's gonna be nothing. But again, this whole game's map was originally designed as if you were never gonna get any of those.
Excuse me, are you with the Restoration Committee?
Excuse me?
Got stuff to do over by the castle postern.
So I had an ulterior motive for showing you that scene earlier today, Aiden.
What?
Yeah, you know.
Why are they tiny?
Why not, Joey? Kawaii
I
desu!
assure you, we come in peace.
You're kidding.
Problem? Okay, fine. You do the talking.
Wait, why can everybody in this world
Why?
teleport except for us?
Why?
End my life.
Why can
I'm
it-
so over this.
Why can everybody in this world teleport except for us? And the effect is always different. Can we get a teleportation power,
No.
please?
Why are they
No.
chibi?
Oh my god, I forgot about these guys. Was not expecting them. All right, that's cool.
I'm done.
I
have
forgot
no association to that game, and I'm still mad.
You have association with 10.
Sorta. I watched a full playthrough, and I love that game because of it. Ironically love it, I don't think it's a good game.
I think there are parts of 10 that are good.
Yeah, but
I think
like,
it has some great
don't-
ideas and terrible execution.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as an overall game, I don't think it's an overall
Oh
good
my
game.
god, these guys.
But I'm not fighting them.
Give it a minute.
Oh my god, I hate these things. Like, at this level, these things could cream me almost immediately. Like later on, okay, who cares, whatever, but I'm just thinking about how squishy and vulnerable Sora is right now. And as soon as that guy appeared, I had a miniature little panic attack.
That means there's probably gonna be more, too. Hey, looky there!
I don't care about any of these guys, though.
Okay.
Especially not them. Hey, look, we're finally going to the castle. We're gonna go
Which
find
one?
Ansem's computer, dude, in a death
Are
labs.
we going to the right castle or the wrong castle?
No, no. This is the actual castle from the original. Even though the design has changed, it's clearly meant to be the one from the first game, right? Even though the design has changed drastically. What are you doing, Aiden? Are you okay?
No. I'm just wiggling.
Leon, over here. Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
Aerith. You want to give me your best Dead Inside voice. You guys found Ansem's computer?
Uh-huh. The king is very interested in it.
It's pretty good.
The king? Wait a second, what? The king? Hold on just a second, everybody.
He's with Leon.
We gotta
It's
go
higher,
see the
isn't it?
king!
I'm trying to not put emotion into it.
Hooray!
It just goes lower.
Hooray! Is Riku with them?
Is the other Riku with them?
Yes, nod. Well, at least I can ask the king about him. And that computer might be able to tell us something.
Good idea. Oops, I can't get it. They're right through there. That wasn't dead enough. It was closer pitch-wise, but it wasn't dead enough. I'll work on it.
I also love that when we're over in Merlin's house, I love that they need to show us a cutscene for the only way out of this room. When we're over at Merlin's house, they say they're over at Leon's, and we're at the castle right now, and she just said the king is inside. So it's like as Leon started referring to himself in the third person and taking control of the entirety of Hollow Bastion. Oh, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map!
Wow.
What does this say? The pipe was used to power the city. Wait a second. The pipe is used to power the city, but I thought that the pipes were bad, because in the first game, like, they're all shoved.
That pipe has a hole
Those,
in
the
it.
pipes are all, like, shoved through the castle. Remember, that's, like, a key aesthetic feature of it. Like, they were all added afterwards. And now we're taking all of them off, but they're used to power the city. You don't even understand your own story!
The computer is up ahead. The way it gets a bit tricky inside. If you get lost, just walk along the wall.
She is
Been
such
here before.
She is such a liar. It does not get tricky inside. Hey, we wouldn't have been able to get that if I hadn't gotten high jump. It was all worth it.
Whoa. Oh, well, is there any skateboards around?
No skateboards around, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay, so you remember how last time we had to scale up the whole castle?
Yeah.
And it was this big, expansive area with, like, you could see, like, you climbed along the outside of it and you could, like, see landmarks as you went up it and whatnot, and there were interior bits too, and that was all really cool. So this time we go, oh, we're getting to explore, like, the dark catacombs underneath. So you think, oh, we're gonna, like, get to see the death labs? We're gonna get to see something cool, maybe another, like, elaborate section? Guess what? That's the most exciting thing you're gonna see down here.
Aww.
Not to kill the Stitch hype, but despite Aerith's claim that the way gets a bit tricky inside, this is yet another, like, this is, to be fair, this is the most maze-like room of this entire thing, but it's basic, it has one entrance and one exit and, like, 3 junctions, and that's it.
Okay.
To be real with you though, me and my sense of direction would spend hours in here.
I think you're overestimating it. It's really not that bad.
So what's the deal with these night dudes?
Yeah.
You sound...
Hold on.
What?
Because you sound panicky the first time you...
No, I was just kind of surprised by them. They're honestly not that much of a big deal, but when they appear, then they popped it. Basically, all of the spawns over in the Bailey area are different until right here. I actually did some experimenting with it. So, like, when we went in there earlier and I complained about the confusion over which castle was which, the spawns in that area were totally different.
Really?
And I actually did some experimenting. The spawns only change after you talk with Merlin and Leon and Sid. Like, if we walked over there first before going into Merlin's house, those spawns would have been the same, but they change after that conversation.
Huh.
But I completely forgot for a second, so when they showed up, I was just surprised by it more so than anything else, because I was expecting a different spawn. It wasn't really that... Oh, great. I wasn't expecting that. I guess I wasn't paying much attention. That's my bad. You know what? I have a great idea.
What?
I'm going to check my experience and see how close Sora is to leveling up. And if it's a ways away, then we're just going to run through here and I'm not going to talk to anybody.
Talk?
Never mind, 900. We're almost there. I have to fight them all. Oh, okay, never mind. These guys won't give as much as I thought they did. The nobodies back on Twilight Town were giving like 100 each, so I assumed that was where we were standardized, but I guess they were giving extra.
Okay.
That's my mistake. That's my mistake, everybody.
12. Okay. That's not great.
No, it's not.
How are you doing this, Sora?
That's a reaction
Sora?
command. He reacted appropriately. He saw a situation and he reacted, and that was what he did. So I could explore this place and get chests, but I don't want to. I'll get them on the way back out since we're short on time right now.
Fine by me.
I'm just gonna run past all these guys, I think.
Oh, look, guys.
Yep. Oh, there it is.
Oh, crap, I thought I Metal Geared my way past them for a second there. Well, this looks different. At least we're back to this music, right?
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Sure.
Ooh.
Wow, that's
Interesting.
a portrait, all right. That's some concept art, all right.
Gorge, I guess this must be his room.
Master King!
That's the king right there, Donald. He's the king of Hollow
Hello?
Bastion.
Hey, you!
Best girl is here to save the LP!
Okay, I saw
somebody.
her skirt, like the bottom of it behind her, and I thought that was her hair. I was like, why is it so long now?
Nope. You seen a guy with spiky hair?
Spikier. I'll just take a look around.
So just for reference, Aiden, since you have no idea who this is Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. She's a good friend of
Best
Cloud's.
girl.
And best girl. Not best woman, that would be Ash from Final Fantasy XII, but she's best girl.
That's better than what I was expecting. I thought she was just gonna like
Sorry to bother
uppercut
you.
through the wall.
I did too, honestly.
Please don't hurt us, nice lady. Don't break our spines, which she could totally do just by looking at them.
Absolutely, dude. She's the strongest, dude.
You made it.
And think about it, she's in Advent Children costume, which means this is post-adventures. How did he do that? Where did he come from?
That's amazing.
He has active camo. All right, so we're not gonna talk to him. We're gonna check out the room first. These are notes about darkness.
Whoa.
Fancy. A portrait of Ansem, my favorite guy. These are notes about the human heart.
Is it?
Yeah, see, it's a body. He cut it open and took notes.
Where's the heart at?
These are notes about the connections between worlds. I like his desk. It's got a nice shape to it. These are notes about the hearts of the world. Very nice. And we could go talk to Leon, or we could leave. Leon will have all the details.
Excuse me?
He has all the deets.
All
You
right.
have to let him spill the tea.
Hang on, look up at the ceiling.
Oh, sorry, I'll look up at the ceiling immediately after this scene.
Because it looks like this is going to be a room that's going to gas us.
Isn't the king with you? You think we're gonna get gassed?
Freaking
Yeah.
You'll see him soon enough. Hey! Here, this ought to tide you over.
Huh. Oh.
Ansem's computer room. Good thing good thing you guys found that. I'm not sure how you found it, but you did find it. I like
Tifa
that.
had the right idea.
What, Tifa did?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's pretty cool. Oh, I guess you weren't that off, Joey. Maybe that's just for when he performs all of his terrible experiments, like to vent all of the noxious fumes
Maybe
back
that's
out.
where when he smokes the dank.
You know, actually, I want to check something really fast. We haven't gotten any Ansem reports and forgotten to read them, have we?
Have we?
No, okay, we're good.
We're good.
No, it's just these ones. We remember the whole like, oh no, he wrote a bunch of notes and pretended to be me and performed human experiments.
Cool.
Oh, I'm in a bad place and I'm writing to keep my sanity. I've gone to Twilight Town and now I'm going to Castle Oblivion to do some silliness. We all remember.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
we-
make sure we weren't missing anything important. What is new? Probably just synth. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? Of course it's synth. We just fought a bunch of new enemies. It's gonna be synth. Oh, duh! Moron! Idiot!
Oh, yeah.
Idiot! Stupid! I should have used that when I was leveling the forms up. Okay, so guys, just I gotta set you up for this, all right?
Okay.
We've now had 2 games, I guess 3 technically, where we went to Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah.
Even though the look has changed a bit in this game, we have a solid sense of like the aesthetic of this place, right?
Yeah.
I want you to just let's see how much a computer room can break the aesthetic of Hollow Bastion in 3, 2, 1.
Ah. I see. Now, also these walls, I don't know if this is the same place, but aesthetically these walls are very similar to the opening, like the opening part of the game where it's Diz and Ansem sitting in the computer doing
Sitting
some
in a
stuff.
tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
I'm
God,
sure,
I
I'm
hope
sure
not.
it's out there.
The computer
I'm sure I
room's
could
through
find
here.
one.
Computers are delicate. It's okay to touch them, but don't goof around. You are sending in the wrong people.
What?
What is that?
Come on, tell me
Where's
things that
Kyrie? Where's Riku?
aren't gonna answer those questions.
You want to break it?
Oh, sorry. Guess I got a little carried away.
So Joshua and I have a working theory that Sora can't read. I'll explain more about that theory in a little bit here.
Get off of there!
You're gonna mess up the computer, Stitch.
Attention current user. This is a warning. Further misuse of this terminal will result in immediate defensive action.
Who's there?
I am the Master Control Program. I oversee this system.
Where are you? Donald!
I'm sorry!
Decision gate breached. You are now under arrest.
Arrest?
No, no!
You're
What?
You're a slimy bastard.
Thank you for saying that. I was end everything.
So in case, I don't know if we mentioned this in the speech earlier, but as we took a break to eat, he was like, hey, you guys want to watch Tron? It's a pretty cool movie. We're like, yeah, sure, why not?
So as it turns out, you guys can never believe anything I say, and my entire life is just a work.
King of the Hill Zone is definitely going to be in 3.
I cannot wait for the Greendale Community College level in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Oh. Amazing. How did I not know this was in the game?
I couldn't let you know. I couldn't. This is one of the only, because like think about it, all the worlds are spoiled by seeing them on the map. This game has 2 legitimate surprises, Timeless River and this.
Mega Man.
He does look a bit like EX Mega Man, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Why what, Joey?
Hey.
Who are you?
I am Commander Sark.
A Heartless commander?
Observe.
Okay, you're the boss. I get it.
Huh.
You guys are just still speechless. You guys don't have like anything to say. You're realizing that like you can never trust me.
I just expect
ever
this
again
shit from you now. Like,
Was playing Final Fantasy VII a ploy?
No. That was a happy accident.
Man, what kind of world is this anyway?
You're inside a mainframe computer system.
A what system?
A computer system for processing data.
oh, and everything.
This system is a copy of one created by a corporation called Encom.
Which I assume fell out of a spaceship that Jeff Bridges was just flying around with all of his Microsoft bucks. And just an old MS-DOS system fell out the back and landed on Ansem's head, and he was like, this is cool. Yeah, see?
Naming the system Hollow Bastion OS. He used the system for town maintenance and to advance his private research.
Gross.
My name is Tron. I'm a security program. But now I'm under arrest. Same as you.
Did you guys get any of that?
Gorge, you know, maybe we should just introduce ourselves.
Because we don't know nothing about computers.
I'm Sora.
And I'm Donald.
Nice to meet you, Tron. Well, I'm Goofy.
With that configuration, you must be users.
Users?
You'd better get out of here quickly. Who knows what the MCP will do to you?
I was so afraid that one of you was gonna have seen like one picture of them in the Tron costumes. This was all gonna be for naught, but this worked out better than it ever could have.
Idle here, you will be derezed.
I love that they know what derez means, but all the other computer like the real computer terminology, they're totally confused by.
I don't want to play games anymore.
But the MCP cut the power 50 microcycles ago.
How long is that even?
If we could bring the energy core in the canyon online, we could power it back up. The problem is, we're stuck in this cell. We're not going anywhere unless we...
How convenient.
I don't know where this is confirmed in universe, but I think that the implication is the entire system has been off ever since Ansem like did all of the shenanigans 10 years ago, right?
This blade aesthetically matches.
Yeah, no, so I know actually what I was gonna say is that all of the blades, I was gonna demonstrate this really fast, all of the blades actually get changed around. Now the one thing that doesn't get changed is the hit sparks. So like for example, if we were to go and put on the Mulan World one, we still got the fire sparks. But all of the Keyblades themselves are all changed to match up with the aesthetics of the world.
That's really cool. It's a lot of work for this, honestly.
Yeah, check that out.
It's a lot of work for something that so few people we're gonna appreciate.
I appreciated it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm showing it right
Mine
now.
with you.
Making sure that people know. And you haven't said anything in a little while. You okay over there?
No.
No? What's the matter?
I said that we were gonna with this computer. Oh, I said I'm so sorry.
We're already demonetized.
We'll just bleep it out. It's fine. I said we were gonna mess with this computer and not find out anything worth finding out, and look where we are.
No, so here's the thing that is actually why this, well, I'll get to that in a second. We can get out by gathering the door's lock data and freezing it. The problem is we don't have any way to extract the data. I just did that. But there's some place we've been taken to. Everything's sparkling so much it makes me dizzy. You mean that door thingy blocking the exit that is locked, right? In that case, shouldn't your Keyblade be able to open it? Ideally. I don't know why my camera's inside of Tron, but that's fine. I sure am glad that that was a special minigame.
Master Control, why not just derez Tron?
I still haven't located the password to the data space.
What about a logic probe? With all your processing power?
Out of the question. The current environment hampers the processing power needed for such an analysis. You're dismissed, Sark. Stop any remaining anomalies in the system or else. End of line.
Acknowledged.
Remarkable. Seems you have some unique functions. I'll go with you to the canyon. You'll need someone who can interface with the energy core, right?
Sure.
If you say
If
so.
you say so.
Oh!
Thanks,
Oh!
Tron. Tron.
I don't even have to play this game anymore.
Okay, so now I need to talk about why this is the best part of the entire series.
All right.
Okay, so here's the thing. We just watched Tron, right? And I talked a lot about, like, I think it's, like, mostly a goofy, not actually all that great movie.
Yeah.
But, like, it's, like, I really like the look of it. Okay, so you know how this whole game, I've been talking about, like, all these Disney worlds are wasting our time because they're just they're doing crappier retellings of the movies, and the plot is not advancing whatsoever?
Yeah.
Remember that we are in Ansem's computer right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not going to be just forgotten.
Good.
This has some of the heaviest, like, overall plot tie-ins of any, like, Disney setting in this entire, like, franchise. And it's got, I don't know, like, so you remember how I've talked before about, like my favorite kind of, like, aesthetic achievements of the series, so to speak? I was like, I really like Hollow Bastion and Traverse Town in the first game, and then I was talking about, Timeless River in this game.
Yeah.
This one also, because, like, the best thing about Tron is the look, and this place makes it look even better than, like, that movie did. It takes a lot beyond, like, the basic ideas of how all that looked, and realizes it a lot more fully than even, like, some of the, like, tie-in games or even, like, Legacy does in some cases. And remember how I was telling you guys about, like weird little, like, video game feelers for Tron interest? This is, like, one of 6 cases of Tron stuff that got stuck out there where I'm like, is this some kind of elaborate, like, market test to see if people want more of this?
Yeah, I can definitely see that now. Oh, boy.
Look at all this. I know you guys are just mad at me right now, but I think it's great.
I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not even like I'm mad at you. Like I said, I just expect this now, like, after all of the other stuff.
The MCP thing rules this world, right? And we better search the energy core before it finds us. According to Tron, this is like some kind of junkyard. Wonder where all that junk in here used to be. I think at the center's, in that thing's center is, That thing in the center's the energy core. Let's try accessing it. We may be able to find parts to reboot from all the junk.
I want you to know, when this first started and he was whacking the computer and the voice came and the MCP was brought up, and for a fraction of a second in my head, I was like, oh, that sounds like that thing we just watched. I'm going, like, before it could come out of my mouth, I was like, I'm going to say that this is very similar. And then it clicked immediately. I was like, no way. There is no way that they did this.
I was really afraid that once you guys were like, wait, this is a Disney movie, isn't it? This would be good in Kingdom Hearts. Wait a second, I feel like I've seen a picture of Sora dressed up like Tron before.
No.
Oh man, dude, so many things could have gone wrong along the way, but they all went so right. Ah.
This is the energy core.
Beautiful. Even the music here is pretty good.
It sounds like conflict music. Oh.
This is the battle theme. They're just playing it for this mini game.
find the real parts.
There's the real part. No, 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 no. Don't do that. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, we did it. That was gameplay.
Whoa. Big gameplay.
Now, let me put it this way. How many, like, Tron, voiced by Bruce Boxleitner, is going to say the word Ansem on numerous occasions during his performance in this game. Like, think about, like, no other character other than Donald and Goofy, and I guess Mickey, has been allowed to interact with the real plot. This actually this is... Everything that's happening here on Hollow Bastion and with this sequence is actually, like, is honestly, other than everything that just happened on Twilight Town with Kyrie getting kidnapped and whatnot, like, this is the first time plot has happened in this game since we left Yensid's tower. This was in the marketing, and I feel like that was a huge mistake. I guess nobody cared, but, like, this would be such a great surprise to not know about.
Is that why we haven't been allowed to look at things?
This is one of many reasons.
Okay.
There are lots of things that I don't want you guys to see, but, like, so for example, like, the main, like, art that shows up on the PS3, like, cross menu does have down in a corner Sora and Tron, like, stuck in one of those portraits, and I was like, they can't know.
Okay.
Well, same with Timeless River. Like,
yeah.
I was always concerned about you guys not knowing about that one, too. Less Pirates of the Caribbean, because it gets blown really quickly, but whatever. You don't want to hear what it is first? Because he asked him to do something. You helped us, now it's our turn. You guys really are users. Your actions are totally illogical. I love their costumes.
Oh, it's excellent.
Let's hurry back to the pit cell. Where's that again? That's the sector where we met. Roger.
Sure.
Roger. Get a move on. Sora, Donald, Goofy, always in that order.
So we just go back immediately?
Yeah, no, this is a very brief, like, introductory surprise visit, though we will be back.
Okay.